I used to get drunk in the morning, starting awake in the sinister warmth of the couch, tangled up in my raincoat and pants like a trapped animal. I'd follow the rusted-out tracks to the store, ignoring the alien mothers with laundry, the crows on the trash bin. The cryptic remarks of the grocer, looking out at the rain, asking when it would stop.
How you doing tonight?
Okay.
What's the weather like out there?
Same as usual.
$3.
Smiling as he slid the fifth into its narrow bag,
Right.
like a man loading artillery.
Right. You have a nice night now. Take care of yourself.
Thanks.
The day would flare briefly and disappear, its singed dust prickling my scalp. I'd listen to gravel trucks snarl in the alley, the crows with their bandaged voices, my oldest child calling my name from the shadows 3,000 miles away. And study the streetlights' fractured reflections like stars whose names I'd forgotten. I reduced this poem in size from some, probably 100 lines down to this, much shorter version. Because my life at that time was disconnected from the world, really. And I've always, I've always had this kind of thread of estrangement in my writing. I've always, because the world, the world does seem strange to me. A fair amount of it is probably, it was probably exacerbated by my experience in the 60s and 70s. And over the long haul, as this poem, where it ends up is in a feeling of alienation and estrangement from the world and from the people in the world, the mothers with laundry and the guy who had the little store and who was a friendly enough guy, you know, and I just grew to regard him with a certain amount of mistrust because that's the way I was about everything. Looking back on it is one thing, and that's what, of course, what I was doing when I wrote this poem. At the time, the poems, such as they were, that I was capable of, were very little short, kind of jagged, imagistic things that I wrote. So this was a more of a memory of a looking back, and that's the main thing I remember about it, about the writing of it, and also, as I say, that it went from a much longer piece down to this little thing.